All right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Yes, I am early for a change. Only by 2 minutes or a minute, but whatever. Early is early. All right, so thank you. Derek Gardner, it could be one of those rants. It depends on which path I go. I am drinking whiskey now, so it could get ugly, but we'll see. I'll try to not get carried away. But anyway, guys, so one of the things I wanted to talk about, someone emailed me about internment camps. I haven't heard anything other than what Canada was doing with its what's going on, Lashonda, other than what I heard they were doing with hotels, putting people who were positive for COVID in these hotels and fucking that up. So as far as camps go, I heard that they were building, again, rumors, they were building something here in stateside, New York. I'm not New York, sorry, the United States. And I'm thinking, let's see. They've been building internment camps forever. A lot of these camps were up and running during the 2012 or for 2012, a few years back. There was one that was actually spotted, but nothing ever came of it. Now, again, the rabbit hole conspiracy theory. There's one video I'm going to do where we are going to talk about. Sorry, where we're going to talk about the reasons for the body bags and the coffins that they were collecting or gathering a few years back and never used. Donna, thank you for joining the club. Sorry. Sometimes I have to write shit down because I will forget. Now that I'm getting older, I forget everything now. Damn near everything, you know? So what happens, you start aging, you start forgetting shit. That or I'm on deck for, Alzheimer's. But anyway. So guys, as far as the internment camp thing goes, I haven't seen anything here yet. Other than I've heard shit. We did see one camp years ago, but that was a video. It was far away. There was a guy in a tree looking down on I guess in a valley or something like that, and you saw this camp up. Now it could have been a movie set, whatever. I don't know. People are trying to pass off movie sets and things like that for real shit, lying to us, basically, right? So. Yes, Lou, the brick wall is moving because it's fake. It's not real. I live in an apartment, guys. Why the fuck would I have a brick wall behind me? Right? It has to be cloth. Now, yes, I'm supposed to put another clamp on this end over here, but I don't know where the fuck the clamp went. Because when you have kids, they start clamping shit that doesn't need to be clamped, and then they lose it. So if I had it taught more, it wouldn't be waving. But fuck it, you guys get it. It's a fake wall. Like everything else lately, fake. It's a fake wall. Tiger, what are you smoking, man? So, all right, guys, let's get into the shit. Now, talking about the nuclear option. Now, I know in the last live stream, I talked about nuclear war. And the nuclear option is letting people know that certain countries do not give a fuck, right? The North Korea doesn't give a fuck. They clearly do not care. They don't. They want to blow shit up for the sake of blowing shit up. I actually think they want to show their power because North Korea is the little Napoleon complex country in the mix. And they want to flex and, feel like they're big, but they're not. They're little fucking idiots running around talking about, we're going to launch our nukes. Go eat some fucking dogs or some shit, assholes. Nobody want to fucking talk to you. Nobody wants to deal with North Korea. North Korea is like a fucking, like I said before, like an asshole child that nobody wants to deal with. Stand in the corner, shut up, and fucking sit down. That's what North Korea is. Hey, North Shore, thank you for joining us tonight. What's all this going on in here now, Jason? I don't know. They listen again. My what you call it is like the Wild West. Shit goes on. I try to pay attention to it, but I can't. So again, guys, that's the sleeper shit that goes on. Appalachian Prepper, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. And that's what the problem right now is, the nuclear option. North Korea wants to flex. They want to fucking be like, yo, fuck this. We're gonna launch our nuclear option if you don't do X, Y, and Z. All right, dickface, go ahead, go fuck yourself. And then China, thank you, is the wild card. Well, North Korea is China's wild card, but China has been quiet as well, with the exception of them picking on other countries. They've been sort of like laying back. They haven't, I don't know if they said anything about this whole sanction crap that went down. I haven't heard anything from them, or I haven't seen anything on the internet. Sorry. It's not like they're calling me and telling me what they think. Sorry about that. But North Korea is the wild card. They absolutely are. They're the band of idiots that stand in the corner until you say release the hounds, and they fucking come out screaming like, retards. So that's what North Korea is right now. And yes, Derek, North Korea has nothing to lose. Martha, thank you for joining the membership. Appreciate it. They have nothing to lose, guys. They have a shitbag country. They have a shit president. They got a sister who looks like she's a fucking skeleton. People are probably still eating each other there. I know they're eating dogs. They have no fucking weapons. They sell each other out like it was fucking free. This is North Korea. They got nothing to lose. So, and the problem is, if we bomb them, China bombs us back. Right? Because North Korea is protected under China. And some people will say North Korea is mostly irrelevant. They are relevant until they launch a nuke. Right, Kevin? They're a non-existent factor until they actually launch a nuke, and then they become the factor. Hence, being the wild card, right? So, guys, it's the other thing is China doesn't give a fuck. I can see China launching a nuke. I can see China saying fuck this, right? Martha Sapp, thank you for the donation. I could absolutely see them saying, you know what? Fuck our investment. Blow it up. I can see them releasing North Korea, or I can see them launching it. Nomad Prepper, you're not blocked because you're here. So if you're blocked, why would you think that? Yeah, I don't know why you said that. North Shore preparedness. I'm as far as Russian-Ukraine incident. I think that they were blocking both the military and trade. If I'm not mistaken. If I am wrong, please correct me. But I'm 1,000% sure they're blocking both. Russia has a hard-on for the Ukraine. If I'm not mistaken, Russia wanted Ukraine to come back into the fold, right? When they were the USSR, the Soviet Union. Sorry, when they were the Soviet Union, if I'm not mistaken, Ukraine was part of that. Putin wants them to be a part of it again. I think he's trying to force other countries into it as well. And this Ukraine incident, it's been going on, I guess, since they split, right? And I think there's way more to it than what we're being told. We're not going to be told everything, guys. We're never going to be told everything. Again, I mentioned that on my last live stream. We're not going to be told what's actually going on. We're only going to get the half, if that. Right? So, guys, the nuclear option. And Russia, I don't see Russia launching... I don't see Russia launching a nuke. I see China in one part where they could be like, fuck it, but I think North Korea and I think Iran is another sleeper. Iran is another country that we're not actually talking about. Now, yes, Iran and Israel are getting into it right now. They're both blaming each other like fucking children in a play yard. Well, he did it first. No, he did it. These are the two idiot countries that we're fucking looking at. Those two idiots fucking pointing fingers, right? And so Iran is another wild card. They're another one in the mix that you see what they're doing with their uranium, right? They're enriching it to 60%. If I'm not mistaken, that's nuclear weapon capability. You can also power with that as well, power plant. But I think they're looking to build nuclear bombs. I think we all know they're looking to build nuclear bombs. So, Yeah, Iran, North Korea, two curveballs we need to watch. We need to watch those closely because that shit could be popping off at any time now. Wow, that's good. Holy shit. Anyway, trying to keep up with all of the stuff that's going on, guys, is fucking. It's not hard. It's insane. It's insane now that all I do is I wake up in the morning and I'm reading what the fuck's going on in this part of the world, and I'm also researching why this might have happened. What's the history behind it? And I'm doing too much reading now. I'm doing more reading now for this channel, the Angry Truth channel, than I was for anything else. I mean, obviously for the Angry Prepper channel, years of practicing prepping and going out there and doing shit, that goes without saying. Lou, yes, it's whiskey. But this is different. This is all reading. You know, this is like all reading and opinion and listening to other people. So guys, the whiskey I'm drinking is Knob Creek's smoked maple. Smoked maple, sorry. That's the whiskey I'm drinking tonight. It's really fucking good. I mean, that maple flavor is like, it's at the front. It's not even, it's actually on the back end. The maple syrup's on the back end. It's really fucking good. And the smoked flavor's on the front. It's very, very interesting how they did this. But it's by far one of the better whiskeys I've had. Yes, guys. So the whiskey means this fucking live stream could take a turn for the worse later. So we'll see. We'll see how far I get and how crazy it gets. I hope not too crazy because I am tired and I like to go to sleep. Yes, Danny. I am a big fan of Knob Creek. LaShonda, yes, I will. I will check my IG after this. So, guys, with that being said, we just got to pay attention. Now, here's the rub, guys. Here's the whole rub. Angry drunk. Not tonight. I hope I don't turn into an angry drunk. But here's the problem, guys, with the two wild cards I just mentioned. That can pop off at any given time. And we could wake up in the morning and fucking New York could be radioactive, right? Or another country like Israel could be radioactive. So it's something to, again, watch. But the other thing is, all we could do is watch. We cannot do anything about any of this shit that's happening. This shit is clearly out of our hands, right? We are the Drunken Truth. Later tonight, yes, Cooper Prepper. Later tonight, it'll turn into the Drunken Truth. Or a smashed computer. You choose. Jerry Robbins. I've had moonshine before. I had an apple crisp one. Apple pie moonshine. It was pretty good. Went down like fucking water. And guess what? That was dangerous shit. So, needless to say, it was a shitty night. You know. So, guys. Here's the other thing I'm starting to think. Not starting to think, but just bear with me on this one. North Shore Preparedness, thank you for being a member. I appreciate it. God, if I screw up your name, I'm sorry. Depeche Mode, thank you for being a member. If I screwed up your name, I'm sorry. Depeche Mode, whatever. Anyway, so bear with me on this. I think, what if this is all a diversion, right? What if this tension buildup is just another diversion to get us off of whatever the fuck they want us not to look at? I mean, everything so far has been a diversion this year and last year. We've been diverted repeatedly by shit. Drinking means someone's going to cry. Random Gene. Maybe. We'll see. Right? And listen, the Russian sanction, for example. Maybe the Russian sanctions, because the reasoning behind it, well, one of the reasoning behind it sound like bullshit. The other two, I can sort of see his point on it. But what if the Russian sanction was just to get eyes off of what's going on at the border, right? So the border crisis is fucking bad. Jay Potts, thank you for the donation. The border crisis is bad. He comes up with the sanction. Now no one's talking about that. They're talking about the sanction. They're talking about the 10 diplomats that were kicked out of D.C., right? So now with all of that, We're no longer talking about the poor little Mexican kids, at the border, fucking, crying. Um, and so I think the sanction thing could be a diversion. Maybe he called Putin himself. I'm like, yo, listen, I'm gonna set these sanctions, and then we're gonna it's gonna divert us, to divert America from looking at what's going on at the border. So we're gonna showboat for a little bit, and then we're gonna bring that. Or this could piss Putin off and very well lead to war. Right. So I don't know. The diplomats being expelled, that's a power move. That's a huge power move. What threats are we going to wake up to tomorrow morning? That's what I'm more interested in. I'm waiting 2, 3 in the morning, 4, to wake up to my phone and set some shit like, yo, Putin did X, Y, and Z. Putin doesn't like to be chumped. That's the one thing I noticed about him. He doesn't like to be chumped. He doesn't like to be played. If he feels like he's being played, then we're fucked. Okay, so now someone said we're at Defcon 4. Explain to me, is it Defcon 5 where we're supposed to be at? Or is Defcon 4 where we're supposed to be at? Right? If anybody knows that better, please let me know. Ennis, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Yes, grumpy old man, right? Putin doesn't play. Putin doesn't like to be, like I said, he doesn't like to be chumped. He doesn't like to be played out. So this could definitely be, again, something bad in the making. Maybe now his focus is off the Ukraine. He's like, oh yeah, Russia wants to fuck, U.S. want to fuck with me? All right, let's go. So we're supposed to be at 5, we're at 4. All right, so then clearly 5 is the best. But how long have we been at 4? Did we just move to 4? And I know, right, yes, 1 is the lowest we can get. 1 is nuclear, right. Thank you, guys. And I only vaguely remember because of War Games with Matthew Broderick. That came on the other night. That's still a good movie. I was surprised. Very, very surprised. Yeah, but DEFCON means is related to nuclear, if I'm not mistaken, right? Not going to war, not like World War, right? Again, if I'm wrong, please let me know. It goes the other way. Sorry. Actually, 2. All right, you guys figure it out, and then you get back to me. Thank you. So, could this be the tipping scale? Could this sanction be the tipping scale that Putin needed to invade the Ukraine? Could this be the tipping scale where Putin goes, whoa, you're sanctioning me? Well, no, fuck you, and then raids Ukraine, right? So, I think this is something that's going to lead to something bad, or they're just posturing for a deflection reason. I do think, like I said, I do think we're going to some kind of war. I'm hoping not nuclear, but just in case we do, like I said in my last live stream, keep getting ready, guys. Now, EMP is something else I keep hearing. Keep hearing people talking about EMP, EMP, EMP. EMP could very well be so. Because, again, remember when I said that China doesn't give a fuck. They'll launch a nuke just to prove a point? Well, what if they launched an EMP to prove a point? Knocks us back to the, 18th century? 18th century, 17th century, knocks us back to there. No power, no anything. Now we're sitting ducks. But our military is EMP proofed. Most of it is. I don't think all of it is. I think a lot of it is. And therefore, that would be the better option for China, Iran, and Russia to do. Because now you don't destroy the land. You don't pepper us with fucking radioactive dust. Hey, TJ. And yet, you set us back, our electronics, and makes it easier for you to attack us. Right? So there's always that. EMP is always that. Now, the problem with an EMP is everything. Every fucking thing is a problem when it comes to this whole EMP shit. Guys, we get knocked back to the 18th century. Better than half this country's dead. And they're dead within 3 months. And those of us who prepped, some of us might even die. Right? And not because we're not prepared. It's because there's going to be a lot of pain that comes with an EMP going off. Right? A lot of people are going to die. A lot of people need technology to survive. A lot of people need power to survive. If the power goes, a lot of people are going to die. Ada, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So, Vanny with Ada. Thank you. All right. I just saw your name. Leah, yes, I do. I have potassium iodide. I have 2 packs, I think. And I have the measurements that go along with it, right? What is it? Half a tab for a kid, a quarter tab for an infant or toddler, and then a full tab for an adult. Keep in mind, you still have to cover your eyes and your mouth because the soft tissues, your tongue and your eyes, will absorb the radiation as well. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with potassium iodide. Some people are allergic to potassium iodide, guys. So keep that in mind. I forgot what the telltale signs are for being allergic to that, but I will read a little later tonight if I'm still awake. But an EMP would be bad. A nuclear war would. Listen, I would rather go with an EMP attack over a nuclear attack. Mr. Nobody, thank you for joining the club. All right, I would absolutely, definitely want to go with the nuclear attack. Sorry, the EMP. Sorry. If I'm buffering, let me know when I stop. Okay, looks like I stopped. All right. Sorry about that. Signal is running low for some reason. Maybe because I got 1,000 people on. Mike, the odds of an EMP. Yeah, grumpy old men. An EMP is clean and a nuke is dirtier. And the thing about an EMP is that we would finish each other off. We would finish ourselves off with an EMP. Whereas a nuke, radiation would finish us off. Depends on how bad the nuclear attack is. The likeliness of a EMP attack, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but like, it's highly likely. Or it's not, I don't know. I don't know what the likeliness of it is. I think that, I'm thinking about it now, I think China and Russia would rather go with that than bombing us, but who knows, right? We don't know. But I would rather a fucking nuclear attack. An EMP attack. Tony, exactly. Anybody who has a pacemaker is fucked. Anybody who's on a oxygen machine is fucked. Anybody who has to be supportive of some kind of mechanical device that's battery operated or exposed will be fucked. Now, in EMP, guys, there's a lot of misconceptions. Now, I started doing research on it, and there's a whole lot of misconceptions with EMPs, and it's hard to. It's not hard. When I do the video on EMPs, a lot of you people are going to be pissed off because you're not going to like a lot of the facts behind it, because a lot of the facts that we know are wrong. Not that they're lies, they're just wrong. They were carried around the wrong way. And so people think that certain things with EMP is fact, and it isn't. And I only knew that because I listened to a doctor who did multiple studies on EMP bombings when he did the Starfish Project, which was out in Hawaii, and there was another one in Russia that he sort of studied afterwards. And there were a lot of things that they picked up in these tests, not studies, tests that were done. So keep that in mind, guys. I know people don't want to hear, facts, but there's a lot of things with EMPs that people don't know, and just because a book says it or a movie says it, people run with it. So I do like the come on, man. Get with it already. So, guys. Kevin R. I think people are overlooking nuclear reactor meltdowns. That's absolutely going to be a problem. I know that a lot of people seem to think an EMP goes off that the nuclear power plants are going to be fine. No, they're not. It can get ugly, right? It can get a lot uglier. So I think why we were rushing to shut down so many, and we're still shutting down a lot to this day. And I know that it takes years to shut down a nuclear silo, right? So it's not a fucking switch, guys, right? So shutting down a nuclear power plant is not a fucking switch. It's not a bink and it's off. It takes years to cool the rods down, years, and they need people manned there for years until the rods are to a level that they can pull them out and then exposing them or disposing them. Sorry, buried them somewhere. I forgot where they buried them, and then they stay there radioactive forever. So there is that. China, guys. Miss Cat, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Oh shit. All right. So guys, here's the other thing. The bigger threat is China. China is looking to flex their muscles soon. If they flex their muscle, this is going to be bad. I think, personally, I think it's going to be bad. Because they're looking like they're going to make a move on Taiwan, and they might make a simultaneous move on the Philippines. So, if they are moving their troops to the Philippines, which they have fishing boats off the coast of the Philippines, if they are, it's going to be a simultaneous attack. I think it's going to be, obviously, it's going to be coordinated, right, without saying. I was thinking maybe Russia's also going to wait until China's ready, and then they're going to make their move on the Ukraine. Here's a problem with all of this, guys. Ego. It seems like ego is driving this more than anything. China is looking to be the dominant superpower. They're looking to take the throne from America and become the superpower. And that's the problem. It's their ego. It has nothing to do with actual power. It has nothing to do with the land grab. It has nothing to do with money, though they want to phase out our U.S. dollar. It has to do with ego. The president's an egotistical asshole. Putin is an egotistical asshole. And yes, Appalachian Pepper, it's a pissing contest. That's what it is. So, guys, the war wagon is being pulled, and everybody's jumping in on it. Yes, Hillbilly, I heard about Turkey recently. I heard about Turkey looking to make a move as well. Again, guys, it's this war wagon's being pulled, and everybody's jumping on board. Who are going to be on our side? I mean, we have the UK. I think we have New Zealand. Japan will back us up. Israel, obviously. Who is it? Is it Kuwait, I think? They might still be friends with us. India, I'm not sure where we stand with them. I think they would back us up. But then that's it. Right? And then everybody else doesn't like us. Not that they don't like us. They pissed at us. Or maybe they were coerced to be pissed at us. Who fucking knows, guys? But I think we're definitely headed to something we haven't seen ever again. Because China is sitting at the table now. Iran is sitting at the table now. We have more people. India now sitting at the table. We have these countries, Turkey, are sitting at the table, sitting there waiting to see what to do. Who's going to take what? You know? Yes, Sandman, exactly. If you're weak, you get eaten. Pretty much, guys. Like I said, we just have to worry about the I don't give a fuck countries. Those are the countries that are the major concern. Everybody else can be talked to, I think. I think everyone else can be talked to, but I think the I don't give a fuck countries, those are the people we have to be very, very cautious of. Those are people that would absolutely fuck us in a heartbeat because they don't have anything to lose and they feel like they're being disrespected. So, switching gears a little bit, we're going to talk more about the CNN director. I forgot the guy's name already. But anyway, talking about stoking fear. What if this all is stoking fear? What if all of this is just to get us nervous, to get us more scared, to bring our stress levels down? The CNN guy had already talked about why they do what they did, but the leaving the numbers up of COVID patients, right? This guy, and now this is getting out there, they have to address it. How do they address it? They're going to fire him? Or is everyone going to stop believing CNN? The guy said fear sells, right? Fear sells, fear gets views, right? He said that they did it with COVID by fucking, again, putting the numbers on the side. Talking about it every day. Talking about how many people get vaccinated. Why in the fuck are we watching the numbers of vaccinations go up? Meaning, why the fuck is that the concern? Why are they so focused on, guys, look how many people got vaccinated. Look at them. We're up to, 17 to 20 million now. People are getting vaccinated. They're doing their part. right? And then they're coming out with commercials with stupid, retarded monkeys running down the street. I did my part. I got a banana and a fucking donut. I got a vaccine in my arm, you know, and then they fucking climb a tree and disappear, right? So, the fear mongering is insane, and CNN just admitted to this. And now, are they fear mongering with the threat of World War III? Are they fear mongering with the threat of the Ukraine and Russia going after it? Are they fear mongering with India going after China, China going after India? We're sitting here and we are believing in the bullshit. Guys, it's bad when a media service comes out and tells us exactly what they did and no one's fucking paying attention, right? No one is saying, well, we should hold CNN accountable for spreading fear, because that's what they did, right? They had everybody scared during the whole COVID thing. Now, there's something that I'm noticing, and this is part of the fear mongering. So the Chauvin trial, it looks like the prosecutor is getting his ass handed to him in court. I said this before. I think they are not telling us, they're not showing us the defense, and I said this before, I said this a couple days ago, they're not showing us the defense because I think the defense is tearing up the fucking prosecutor. Not that I think, I saw a couple things what he did. The fear-mongering on that is the reverse, actually. They're giving people hope that this guy's going to go to jail. But if Chauvin turns around to be innocent, or not innocent, sorry, but doesn't get the second-degree murder charge, the city's going to explode. And why? Because they're not reporting it correctly. They're only reporting it from one angle, and that's the prosecutor's side. They're not reporting it from the defense side. Right? So now, when it goes into decision-making time, and they come out and go not guilty of second-degree murder, but guilty on X, Y, and Z, all people are going to hear is not guilty on second-degree murder. And there you go. Fucking all hell's gonna break loose. This cop that just got arrested, the female out in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. I think she, should have lost her job for what she did, but getting arrested, bullshit, guys, bullshit. I think putting her bail at $100,000, bullshit. The lady has an impeccable career. She was fucking spot on her whole time. She fucked up once. You should get fired for that. For that, at least. Listen, never mind the fact that the kid ran and he created an issue that didn't need to be there. But the cop getting thrown in jail, that's just like, what the fuck, man? She's got to deal with that bullshit for the rest of her fucking life. She's got to face this demon, if you will, for the rest of her life. So I don't know, what else to say about that, other than it just sucks that this lady made a mistake and she's going to be paying for it for the rest of her life. No shit. That's interesting. 4 women have died in Kentucky prison after they forced vaccinated them. Forced the vaccine on them. No shit. That's interesting, guys. Because there was a video called Operation something, where they were giving special needs people the vaccine. And I'm like, look, they don't even want the fucking vaccine. The special needs people, like fucking, they're running away from it. Listen, no one likes needles to begin with, but they were really out on that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? It was called Operation Home something, where they were going around giving people who were handicapped or special needs the vaccine. Because they can't make a decision for themselves, a lot of them. So now they're being given this vaccine as if they're doing the right thing. Or the parents think they're doing the right thing. But I thought that was shit. Forcing prisoners to take the fucking vaccine, that's shit. And listen, guys, Homebound, thank you. Tim the Tool Man. I like that title, by the way. Homebound, that's what it was, Operation Homebound. They were going around giving people, special needs and handicapped people the vaccine. You know? And I'm like, that fucking sucks, because these people cannot make a decision for themselves. And here they are fucking putting this shit in their arm. And guys, I do apologize for talking about the vaccine a lot. It's just very frustrating that this shit is going on and people are going along with it like it's the cool thing. I want to be part of the cool club. So give me the vaccine so I could be loved, liked. I could share it on Instagram, take a picture of it, selfie with it, make love to my fucking vaccine card. This is where we are right now. We're dealing with fucking idiots doing idiot shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody was jerking off to their fucking vaccine card, because that's where we are right now. We're faced with fucking morons doing moronic shit. We got fucking kids doing these fucking TikTok challenges and dying, brain dead. There's one kid was brain dead from, I forgot what the TikTok challenge was, but it's just insane, guys. It's I've never seen anything like it. We are failing as parents, and I'm talking about all of us. You know, if your kids are doing dumb shit, if your kids can't make a decision on what they want to be, you know, we're fucking up. You know, it's insane, guys. Everybody wants to be, again, they want to be part of the cool club. You know, oh yeah, you know, I can be cool too by taking this vaccine. It'll make me be a better citizen. I heard that shit. I was like, it's like, what the fuck did they just say? You can become a better citizen by helping out take the vaccine. Holy fuck sticks. And listen, I'm hearing it all. Like it's like every propaganda tool that Hitler has said or read off, even Stalin, the same exact shit they said is being said now. It's insane. You know, it's really bad, guys. I hate this saying. Yeah, I'm doing my part. Thank you, Bushcraft family. Right? Everyone's saying I'm doing my part. You know what part I'm doing? My part is not to comply. That's how I'm doing my part. I'm not complying because I don't want my dick to fall off if I get the vaccine. I'm 1,000% sure I love my appendage. I don't want it to fall off by taking this vaccine, because all kinds of crazy shit's going on with this vaccine. People are breaking out in hives. People are getting blood clots. People are just getting sick from it. I'm like, I don't want to fucking take the vaccine. And listen, I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be 100% fine. But still, why do I have to be the guinea pig? I'm pretty sure that's what we had guinea pigs for. To guinea pig on them, right? To test them out. But nope, they want to test the vaccine on us, because it is what it is, right? But listen, guys, the shall not comply, that's what it is right now. Listen, there's a lot of non-compliant shit we're going to have to get down with. But let's make China... Russia will... No show preparedness. You're probably right. I mean, listen, yes, Biden's not really showing any force, though I was a little surprised he dropped the sanction on Russia. I was really surprised about that, because, you know, he's old and weak and senile, you know, and we should start the rumor, guys, that the vaccine has been diminishing his brain capacity. That could catch on. We could definitely start spreading that around. People will believe it, because they believe anything these days. Oh my God, I'm so offended. He's drinking whiskey right now. I'm so offended. Cancel him. I will not comply. I have MS. Yes, Emmy. Vaccines compensations are coming soon. Well, listen. The vaccine companies, listen, guys, if the vaccine companies were that confident in their vaccine, why in the fuck would they be exonerated from any injuries or any illnesses and sicknesses happening? Now, there is a loophole. The loophole is you sue the facilities and or companies that are forcing you to take the vaccine. So if your company you work for forces you to take the vaccine and you have an adverse reaction to it, you sue the company for making you take something you didn't want. There's always a lawsuit, guys. If a criminal could sue the people whose house he broke into because they didn't have water and food in their garage, because when he broke into their garage, he got trapped in there. He couldn't get out. He was probably made out of paper mache, so he couldn't break that wooden door down. So he was stuck in there over the weekend. When they found him, he was close to dead. He was in there almost a week. And when they found him, he was close to dead. They call 911. They bring his dumb ass back to health. What does he turn around and do? He sues the family for not having water in their garage. This case was 6-7 years ago. I do not know. I heard through the grapevine that he won the case and that they had to pay his medical bills at the very least. But then I also heard that he didn't win. So, but the fact that he was able to, first of all, conjure up the balls to do this shit was insane. And then the fact that they entertained a lawsuit was insane. So, you guys can definitely have a lawsuit on your hand if, yes, Spaceballs, you'll be rich and dickless. But, you know what? This is why you sue those people who are making you take it. Like I said, guys, I heard that case a couple of years ago, and I was like, no fucking way. And you look it up, it's without a doubt, it's the craziest fucking lawsuit in the world. The craziest one. Imagine, right? Someone breaks into your house and they're suing you for not having water because you were breaking a crime. I would have just fucking hit him in the head with a baseball bat. Fuck him. Oh, he fell out of the window and cracked his head, you know? But that's just me. But, listen, guys. Situation is getting, not astonishing bad, but it's getting there, guys. The whole Biden executive order on guns, that's going to be a fucking mess as well. I don't see that going down according to plan. I don't know what these Democrats are thinking. Yes, let's go after their ARs and fucking, what is it, the AR-15s they're going after. They're going after the AR-308, if that's such a thing. There was a couple of them they're going after. I'm like, and then what do you think is going to happen? You think people are going to rise up and hand over their firearms to you? I don't see that happening, man. You know? I don't see it happening. But that's another battle we have to fucking, we have to take on. We have to take on the Second Amendment one. Right now, fuck looking at Russia. Okay. Hold on, guys. What's up? What's up? I'm hanging in there. It's Charles. It's Jason. It's the Angry Prepper. You called me. No, I'm live. Yeah. Yeah. Right. No, listen. Let me.
We need to worry about what's at home, like close to us. Of course, all this stuff going on thousands of miles away.
Right.
It's cool. We need to look at it for sure, but it means we need to concentrate on what's close to home.
Yes, we do. You're absolutely right.
It means keep prepping. Keep prepping. Get your water. Get your food. Get your NBCD suits, gas masks, shit like that. Right?
Yes, sir. Hey, can I call you back right after?
Yeah, brother, absolutely, 100%. I'll get back to your live stream. I love you, brother. We'll talk to you just after, all right?
All right, man. Be good.
All right, ciao.
So, No Show Preparedness thought I was doing a premiere. He didn't know it was live. So when he called me, he was like, "What are you doing?" So I'm doing a live stream. So that was crazy. That's about as crazy as it got just now. Backwoods Prepping, man. Thank you for joining me tonight. Backwoods Prepping. Could you email me at angryprepper@gmail.com or email me at angrytruth77@gmail.com. One or the other. But do me a favor and email me. I'd like to talk to you real quick. I have to say, guys, Backwoods and Prepping, he did something a couple weeks ago. I thought was pretty cool, right? So he told a story. And the story he told, he went to a BLM rally. He went to, challenged them, or protect the area, something to that effect. But he went down there and he went to challenge them, and I'm like, all right, Patriots doing what they do. But then he sits there and tells me that the Ku Klux Klan or another hate group, North Shore Preparedness, man, no problem. It was pretty interesting. I do have to get you on for another live stream, but we'll talk about that later. So anyway, with that, guys, Backward and Prepping, who goes by, I think, Patriot 3% as well, he says that the KKK or one of those groups came over to him and was like, because he's white and his band of dudes are white. He thought the KKK guy thought that Backwoods and Prepping were going to join them, and he was like, "Nah, we don't get down like that." And I thought that was pretty cool because he sat there and told the KKK guy who fucking didn't like him after that, yo, we don't get down like that. We're here to make sure they don't act up, but we're not here to hate them. That's pretty much what he said to the guy. I mean, he could tell the story better when I get him on here. He could definitely tell the story better. But I thought that was pretty cool because he doesn't know who's watching, right? And that there shows me that that people will look at him, Backward Prepping, and will look at him and automatically assume, oh man, he's a militia dude, or he's a patriot, he's wearing tactical gear, he's a racist. The guy clearly isn't a racist. But anyway, he had my attention when he told that story. I thought that was fucking spot on and cool. And it was spot on and cool that he shut down the fucking KKK guy right there in his tracks. So that was pretty cool. And he said that the guy was like glaring at him or didn't like him or whatever it was. Whatever the case was, he didn't give a fuck. But nonetheless, I thought that was pretty cool that they not just him, but his group laid it down. So, again, that guy has my fucking respect like you wouldn't believe after that. And again, I was lurking in the videos. Like I lurk in a lot of people's videos. Live streams. They'll be on. I won't say anything. I'll watch it. I'll listen. But that was a cool story because he doesn't know who the fuck's watching, and he wasn't telling that shit for brownie points or anything like that. So that's why the guy got my respect, guys. So anyway, head over to Backwoods and Prepping's channel. Northern Girl Hobbies put it in the chat. Please head over to his channel, like and subscribe to it. Again, I'll be getting him on here soon. I'm definitely going to get North Shore Preparedness on here as well for the political rants because he's good at it too. I am going to be doing interviews again, but I'm going to be doing less of them. So I am back to doing interviews. I have gutter fighting scene. I'll be having him on next week. He's an Instagram guy, but he's very good at protection details and things like that. So I'm having him on here next week. I'll give you guys the date in a couple of days. But with that being said, guys, we have a couple more minutes. If you have any questions, please fire away. If not, the vaccine, guys. I think the vaccine is going to wind up being mandatory. But here's the deal. It can only be mandatory once it's been fully authorized use. So right now it's not fully authorized use. Right now it's only emergency use only. Obviously they're going to get passed. It's going to get granted for them to be fully authorized. But as far as mandating it for adults, I think that's going to be a problem. But the vaccine passports are going to handle that problem. The vaccine passports are going to be the death of America and the death of America's liberty if that thing gets a hold of the way it's going to get hold of. I think we are definitely headed towards bad roads with that because that's just going to set us up for failure. Right? So, grumpy old man, here's the deal with the vaccine. So I've been reading lately. The vaccine looks like, and this is according to, hold on, wait. Let's see if I can find it. No, I can't. Fuck. But I'll put it up in the community board when I find it. So far, Pfizer right now is saying you're going to need a booster shot for the vaccines. So they sat there and they told you. Yo, you know what? This is going to. We're going to put this in your arm, and you're going to be fine. And you won't have to worry about it. And you're like, okay, like idiots we are. We're shaking our heads. Yes. You know what? And then now they're telling you you're going to need a booster shot. They're saying that the vaccine only lasts about 6 months, if not 7. That's it. So here we are now, looking like we might be taking booster shots every 6 months. That's fucking insane. Yes, Deanna Walters. Right, 6 months. What the fuck? And here's the other thing, guys. We got to start calling it a vaccine. It's not a vaccine. It's gene therapy. If you look at how the vaccine, if you look at how the shot works, it works like gene therapy, not like a vaccine. That's why they're probably going to have a little problem getting it passed. When you look at it in all aspects of it, it's gene therapy. Right? It's not a vaccination. So, with that, guys, your gene therapy update, if you will, you're going to need it every 6 months, it looks like. So now imagine pumping this poison into your body every 6 months. Right? And mRNA, guys. mRNA is fucking a programmer. It's programming the cells of the DNA to take on COVID, or to believe it's COVID, so that your body can build an immunity to it through reprogramming. When you reprogram something, that's called gene therapy. If you look up gene therapy is a reprogrammer of DNA and cells. That's exactly what this is doing, right? So, again, guys, you don't have to take my word for it. You can absolutely just research it. You don't believe me? Research it. I know people always get mad. I'm like, you're an asshole. The vaccine is a lifesaver. It's saving people's lives. There is zero proof as of right this moment that it's saving anyone's life. It's actually causing people their lives. It's actually causing people injuries. So again, this is research you can do on your own. You don't have to believe me. Do the research. But people don't want to do the research, guys. They want to be spoon-fed. They want to be spoon-fed like the fucking idiots they are. Like the monkeys they are. Spoon feed me, please, and then give me a banana and a donut and I'll be happy. Right? They dance in a circle like a fucking idiot. You know? So, guys, this is where it is right now. The masses will believe anything. Anything. And we don't need to fall to that bullshit. We definitely need to be fighting that. But instead, a lot of us are probably going to lay in a cut. We're going to back up. We're going to, off scene. And then see where it goes. The 6 month thing, I'm not liking, man. I'm not liking it at all. And then the booster shot is supposed to be, what, stronger? Because at that I don't understand. That's the part I don't understand. Is it going to be stronger? Is it going to be a different strain? Are they going to combine 2 different strains in it? Are they going to combine, sorry, wrong. Are they going to have the mRNA program your cells for 2 different strains or 3 different strains? Now it's programming your cells to do 3 different things. You don't think that's not going to affect the body? You don't think that's not going to affect the mind? All right, guys, it's not looking good. And everyone's going to sit there and yell at me, laugh at me, call me an idiot. I'll be a fucking idiot till the day is long, guys. I'm not going to sit there and listen to people tell me that this vaccine's great when now you need a booster shot. It's a problem. But what's the flashback with the wall? I want to get another background. I don't know if I should get like regular brick, like city brick. I like this. I think this is cool. I haven't seen my brother since like COVID started. He actually dropped this off at the house. So I would like him to spray paint this shit so it looks like real, city background. Pretty sure I can have some old school guy tag it up a little bit so that's in frame. Well, whatever, man. And that's the problem, guys. When you talk about just this vaccine and you tell people about gene therapy and the vaccine, they get stumped as soon as you say that to them. They're like, but, it's for the greater. And then, here's the excuse. Here comes the excuse train pulling into the station. They start saying, well, it's for the greater good. It's so that people could survive. Survive what? A virus that's a 98 survival rate? You fucking kidding me? Somewhere I read it was 98%. And I think that was World Health Meter. WorldHealthMeter.org. They said that it was a 99 No, 98% survival rate. I said, listen, man, as long as it's over 70%, I will take my fucking chances. Right? Over 75%, sorry. As long as it's over 75%, I will take my fucking chances. 99.7, right. Like I said, I read somewhere it was 98 when they did the math, but I stick with the 99.97 only because the amount of people that died from COVID didn't really die from COVID. And now a lot of the higher, I guess, medical institutes are starting to see that some of the numbers were skewed. I saw an article today. I get so many articles sent to me, it's insane. And I saw an article today, and I was like, that's interesting. But we got to see where it goes. But like I said, it was just something I read real quick. You know the crazy shit, Greg? People like, my body, my choice. But you know the crazy shit about that is like, it's your kid, you should choose. But yet the schools are telling you have to get your kids vaccinated if they want to come back to the school. So my kid has to put some shit. 6% died from it. 6% of what? The population died from it? Or 6% of the people who were infected? Because then if that's the case, then it's still low. Right? But anyway, right. So now they're telling you that your kid has to take this. Or school, guys. People who didn't birth your kid. People who don't raise your kids. I mean, they essentially do, but not really. Are telling you that your kid has to take a vaccine from something they're not going to die from. And something that if they spread around, so what? Chickenpox and the flu. Big fucking deal. The human race is still here. Right? So again, it's just insane, guys. I don't understand how we got to this point where schools are telling us what to do. Fuck these schools. Fuck them in the ass. Really. I mean, enough already with their bullshit. They're sitting there telling us, yo, you got to have your kid vaccinated or else. And I'm like, for what? I said, if they get sick, they'll survive. But what if they spread it to somebody else? Then maybe you should take your weak-ass bitch teachers out of the school. Or maybe you should have those weak bitch-ass teachers strengthen their immune system. How about have the people strengthen their immune system? And not boost it, guys. You don't want to boost your immune system because boosting is temporary. You want to strengthen your immune system, which makes it stronger, which makes it able to fight and or tackle COVID. Alpha Omega says COVID has a 98% recovery rate. I thought the recovery rate was higher, but still, 98% is still better than 75%. It's still better than 30%. Right? Vitamin C, vitamin D, guys. Zinc, echinacea, elderberry. These are things we should be taking. And while we're going through this, you should be eating clean. You should be eating clean. You shouldn't be eating processed foods. You should be getting your immune system back in order. Then if you want to eat fucking McDonald's or whatever, you can. But if you eat clean, guys, and you get your immune system back in order, eating clean also lessens the inflammation in your body. When you eat shit and when you eat junk, your body inflames. David, man, good night. Right? Your body gets inflamed. Your nervous system, gets inflamed. That's why some people get headaches every time they eat. So now, why aren't we fucking teaching people to do this shit? And instead, we're not. We're telling people to take the vaccine because it's easier. It's easier to take a shot in your arm and have your face droop and look like the Elephant Man. That's easier. Instead of telling people, yo, eat clean, man. Be good. Get in the sun. Get in the sunlight. Like TJ says, sunscreen blocks vitamin D. Right. Get into the sun for like 20 minutes. Right? Fucking take your shirt off. Let your titties hang out, ladies. Let your chest hang out, men. And fucking get some sun on it. And then fucking put your shirt back on and go eat healthy. Right? Work out. Take a long walk. These are things they should be teaching us to do. But instead they're not. They're telling us the vaccine's the quicker and easier option. So this is where we are, guys. Misinformation. Misinformation is fucking insane. You don't want to show people the truth or the path. The truth to the path, sorry. Right? You don't want to tell them to eat organic. You just want them to fucking take a shot because it's easier. And this is the society we live in today where easier is the quicker way and not harder and not working for it. We should be working to be healthier. We shouldn't be finding an easier way. You should not be fucking watching, what was that, Suzanne Summers' fucking Thigh Master, that piece of shit. I saw the Thigh Master commercial on YouTube a couple months ago, maybe it was a year ago now. It was fucking ridiculous. Really? That was going to tone your legs? And like idiots, people believed it. And people bought it. And it didn't work. Because it's too hard to work out. Well, guess what, man? If it's too hard for you to work out, maybe it's time for you to do something else with your fucking life. You know? Like fucking lay in bed and become a blob. CP Freedom, what do you mean they pay you now? I don't get that. Yes, Tommy Yen, carbs causes inflammation. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, some red meats cause inflammation as well. Catskill NY Prepper, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh shit. No kidding. Boosters are planned. Well, listen, guys. All right, the booster thing is fucking. The booster shots. That's the insane shit. I read that article today. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You know. The vaccines are too. Yes, Scrappy Cat. I get that, but the vaccine for this is not needed. It's like telling kids to take the flu vaccine. Sometimes, suffice it to say, people have to get sick for the immune system to be strengthened. That's how it normally works, right? If you get COVID, you get the immunities to COVID. You get the immunity to COVID. The immunity that you build to COVID is stronger than the vaccine itself. That's how normally it is, because the natural strength of the body is to get stronger. A booster shot or a vaccine is not stronger than the human body itself. It isn't. So now, when kids get sick, let them get sick. But instead, they're pushing vaccines left and right. Chickenpox vaccines. All right. Fucking flu vaccines. Okay. This is weakening the human body instead of strengthening it. Now, yes, you have mumps, rubella, those viruses that were disabling kids and or killing kids. Yes, absolutely. You give that. Those are vaccines, right? But other vaccines are not needed. We don't need vaccines for everything. And you're right. It's not teachers. It's the state. But nonetheless, the schools can actually fight against it. Right? It's called sacrifice. The human race, at least America, doesn't know what sacrifice is. We are turned into a nation of cowards where we forgot what sacrifice is because we lived so well for so long under the comfortability or comfortableness of our lifestyle. This lifestyle afforded us to be weaker, to be cowards. And instead, we don't know what sacrifice is. And suffices to say, guys, we are going to have to sacrifice some shit very, very soon. Very soon. Because if we sit here and we continue to go, well, you know what? I guess I can go along with the program. I guess I could put this injection in my arm and just be part of the club. Because you don't want to sacrifice anything. You know what it takes to fucking, for example, smaller sacrifices. Way, way, way smaller sacrifices. TV shows. There are people who will still watch the TV shows. They're like, but it's funny. I find it amusing. That's why I watch it. Wolf Mule 99. Thank you. How about stop watching fucking Mandalorian? How about stop watching Disney Plus? Stop watching Marvel comic movies. I love the Marvel comic series. I want to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But I don't. No, that's part of my sacrifice. You know, we sacrifice as much as we possibly fucking humanly can. Right now, I want to fucking go to fucking, not Cancun, Turks and Caicos or Fiji Islands. But I can't because I got to fucking get tested and or get a shot to get on their planes. I will be willing to make the sacrifice. But guys, the hard sacrifice is coming very, very soon. You're going to have to make a fucking decision whether you're going to fight or you're going to give up your guns. Whether you're going to give up your social freedoms or you're going to fucking fight for it. We have to fucking fight. That's the bottom line. There's no more peaceful... Listen, we can protest. We can go to these people's homes. We can make it hard for them to get to their homes. We can make it hard for them to sleep at night. But at some point, that's not going to be enough. And we're going to have to fight. And I don't want to fucking to do any of this shit. But unfortunately, we're going to have to, guys. Unfortunately, we're going to have to make the hard sacrifice. People don't know what sacrifice is. They just don't know anymore. The young generation has no clue what sacrificing is. They think sacrifice is not playing fucking their Nintendo Switch for an hour. That's what they think sacrificing is. We're going to have to make some hard fucking choices, guys. Or some of these choices are going to be made for us. And that's going to be even harder. So I'm already prepared to fucking sacrifice a lot of shit in the next few years. It's just what it is, guys. I mean, listen, we need to be better, and we need to fucking actually do what needs to be done to make the change. Right? We can't sit here and bitch and moan about shit and then don't do anything about it. Right? That's the thing. We have to fucking make noise. If the fucking idiots, the transgender community, not the transgender community, those people that want to be, they want to be called us, they, and we. Those fucking idiots, right? They're making noise and they're getting their way. And they are fucking well under 1%. And they're making noise and they're getting fucking hurt. How the fuck are we, the majority of us, not being hurt? Because we're not fighting. Because we're going, well, it's not that bad. That's how it all starts, guys. It's not that bad. That's how they get you. It's not that bad. I took the shot. It's not that bad. I feel good. Oh, I got tested. I got that fucking stick crammed up my fucking nose, touching my brain. It's not that bad. It tickled my brain a little bit. Greg Thompson. I can sacrifice a gym because I can do body weight workouts. There you go. I won that argument. I knew someone was going to throw that out there. I can absolutely sacrifice a gym and do body weight workouts, guys. You're going to have to listen, the only gym right now that I can use is the gym at my firehouse. I will not go to a gym because they make you wear a mask. I was all ready to get back into going to a gym, and then they were talking about mask mandates and fucking the Celsius pass, and I'm like, there you go. I'm not doing that. So I'm buying my own gym equipment, if you will, or kettlebells, and working out that way. That's my sacrifice. One of them. One of many. Guys, we're going to have to fucking... a lot. There's going to be a lot coming our way, guys. Latina Prepper, why did you cancel your membership? I'm curious. Catskill NY Prepper, that's the crazy shit, right? Why would... Listen, when I walk to work, I walk past New York Sports Club. I think that's the gym. New York Sports Club. And I look at the glass, and like moronic hamsters on treadmills, these people are running on the treadmills with their mask on. You know? And I'm looking at them like hoping one of them passes out. Because it's a classic watching someone pass out on the treadmill and watching their body go, whoop. You know? So anyway, they're running on the fucking treadmill with their mask on their face. And these people are fine with it. No one fought back. No one said, hey, breathing in your own, carbon dioxide. Sorry, carbon dioxide is bad for you. And no one says that. Right? No one says, hey, if you can't catch your breath, take your mask off. No, they want you to keep it on at all times. If you're doing a high-intensity aerobic workout, they want you to keep it on. Blink Gym. Cross Bronx Chairs. Blink... No, it was New York Sports Club. It wasn't Blink. Is Blink even still around? I don't know. Whatever. But like I said, guys, that's the sacrifice I made. Cutting off a couple of, TV shows because they... Listen. Enough already with the bullshit. And TV shows now are showing you wearing a mask. The characters are wearing a mask. The characters are always heroes. It's one of the TV shows I'm watching actually called For All Mankind. Excellent space show. Excellent. One of the best shows out there. But what do? They throw a gay character in it. I'm like, all right, whatever. Let's see where this goes. And there's a scene in it where one of the guys, he reacts away. I was like, yes, that's the way you're supposed to react. Not that you're supposed to react. That's the way the real world reacts to it. It was fucking awesome. And that's why I like the show, because the show is not afraid of being real. Right? So anyway, man, is Gray Man in here? No, room raid from Gray Man. Oh, no shit. How about we do the reverse? how about we do a Gray Man raid on him? Because I'm about to end this live stream anyway. I've been on over an hour. All right. So, guys, bottom line is sacrifices are going to have to be made. We're going to have to do something. We just cannot sit here and go, well, it's not that bad. Because it's not that bad puts us in a bad position. Puts us in a place where now we turn around and we go, what the fuck happened to America? We're going to have to fucking sacrifice shit. It's a room raid. All right. Well, listen, guys. Let's do a reverse room raid. And let's all head over to Gray Man Prepping's live stream, because I know he's on live now. And I'm going to end this now. So, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for the super chats. Mods, thank you for doing what you guys do. I appreciate it. Guys, again, thank you for the support. Thank you for the words. Thank you for the emails. I do appreciate the emails, too. Thank you for all of it. And if you don't mind, hit the like button on your way out and head over to Gray Man's live stream, because that's where I'm going right now. All right, guys? Good night.